We have 150,000 tulips that we plant in November, all of different colors and varieties, and just a wonderful blaze of color in our sunken garden, the famous rock garden at Royal Botanical Gardens, and it's just a sight that is unmatched in the area.
Tulips are a huge attractor here at the gardens every year. They are brought in from Holland and planted by hand, and they represent a great cross-section of the variety that you can find in tulips. It's a whole rainbow of color. There's some old favorites and some brand new varieties as well.
And I love the tulips. Just seeing the splashes of color, they're just stunning.
The feeling of looking at a painting by Monet is the feeling that I have when I come into the gardens.
Well, it's nice now with the tulips all in bloom, so all the colors, it looks beautiful. It's a nice way to spend Mother's Day.
I know that you get many varieties, and certainly the RBG does a great job of displaying the variety of tulips. I just love looking at them.
There are separate exhibitions that have their own character. I mean, this is gorgeous here today.
The botanical gardens are lovely because they're paved and you can walk easily around them, so they're perfect if you've got a little boy or a little child.
Our lilac collection comes in bloom around the long weekend in May, depending on weather again. And we have over 800 cultivars that come into bloom, and it's just a scene with the dell there, and the aroma of the plants is just dramatic, and one of our favorite bloom festivals.
I like to see color, and I like to smell and the sensation that the smell of the flower.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, for sure. We just decided to go and have some rest with my family.
Our primary job here as interpreters is to connect people with plants, to allow them to relate to the collections unlike they would normally. And a primary way that we do that is through the history of the plants and the role that plants have played in people's lives over time.
So the carts are a great way to connect the kids and adults, people of all ages, to the certain garden that they're in at the moment. And the Lilac Dell in particular, we have a worksheet where the kids can come out, they can design their own lilac, they can pick the shape of the floret, the color, the size, and the scent, and then they can go and seek it out in the gardens, and just helps to educate them a little bit on what's in the dell.
My son, he loves running around. It's a big open space, and he gets to smell different fragrances and run around with kids and stuff like that. And it's just nice. You can, pack a picnic, and, it's convenient, and it's a lot of fun.
Usually it's just sort of a nice escape from the work week and to get outside and enjoy the natural environment. Well, my brother and I used to sort of roll down the hill here in the lilac garden.
It's the biggest collection in the world, you see. It's not only the flowers, it's also the fragrance. It's really nice. I love it.
What I love is just to stay outdoor in the nature and see the flowers and the beautiful designs that they keep up to every year. It's like a fairy going into this new garden, and I feel like a fairy when I come here.
Iris and Peonies Festival in mid-June. Just again, it's a Monet of color with the irises in bloom, and the peonies are just out of this world. It's really something to see.
The colors, the gorgeous purples and hot pinks and whites with the little sparkle of red in it, the color.
I had no idea it was this magnificent and large.
It's especially for the kids. It's good to to get in touch with nature. Our little boy, he's smelling all the time at the flowers, so that's a good experience for him.
This is such a beautiful place. It's just a nice place to just wander with a friend and talk and just enjoy the sense of beauty around it. Just the place.
This lakeside garden, seeing all the flowers and being with my family and walking around. It was nice, just good memories.
I'd say it's I find it very peaceful, actually, and very, I love the classical music that's playing, and you can just kind of take your time and stroll around and absorb all of the different colors, which I think is magnificent. I love peonies, so it was a nice surprise to see all of the beautiful colors and all of the different kinds, and they're stunning, actually.
I came from outside Montreal, and I drove almost 6.5 hours to come here, only for iris and peonies.
Our Rose Festival at Henry Park offers hundreds of varieties of roses, from miniatures to heritage roses. And again, it's a long display. It carries the longest bloom period, and it's unmatched in the area.
It's fabulous here. It's a perfect spot for this.
If you're from America, it's an interesting place to come. It's very close. It only took us an hour to get here, and it's a beautiful spot to spend an afternoon.
I got the membership, and then I thought that I'll just enjoy the Rose Festival. The beauty of the roses and the quiet place.
I haven't seen that amount of roses before. This is the first time I saw. So it's very beautiful for me.
Well, it's awesome, great. I mean, even my dad couldn't plant this in his garden.
Well, the roses are beautiful. What more can we say?